So just taking a really nice big deep breath in and let it out. And taking another really nice big deep breath in. And this time let it out and let your shoulders drop. And then concentrate on your breathing for a few moments. Just making sure that each breath in lasts the same length of time as the last breath in. And each breath out lasts the same length of time as the last breath out. Even though each breath in might be slightly shorter than each breath out. And as you just concentrate on your breathing, just be aware of where you're sitting or lying down. And be aware of your body. Be aware of your hands and your arms and your feet and your legs and how the back of your head feels. It might be leaning back onto the back of a sofa, a cushion or a pillow. Or it might be that you are just listening to this recording, sitting up somewhere, in which case just notice how your head feels and how it's just resting gently, quietly. And you might notice now that your breathing is becoming softer, easier, maybe slower. And that's absolutely fine, because this is your time now. Nobody wanting anything and nobody expecting anything, and absolutely nothing whatsoever to do, except just breathe. And as you breathe and you continue to breathe, it might be that you could imagine how it would be to be able to breathe through those little hair follicles on your head. How it would be if you could actually breathe through the top of your head. How it would be if each breath in relaxed all of the skin and all the hair follicles on your scalp. How it would be to you if you could imagine that each breath in, the air flowed down across your forehead, down across your closed eyelids, relaxing all the skin and the little muscles around your eyes, wondering how it would feel if that air flowed down through the muscles of your cheeks and your jaw. Relaxing your tongue now, letting your jaw relax, and if that means that your mouth opens slightly, that's absolutely fine. Take another big deep breath in, and as you do, feel that air flowing down the back of your neck, across your shoulders, relaxing all the muscles in your shoulders. Just letting all those tensions flow down from your shoulders, down through your arms, through your elbows. Feeling that air pulling any worries along with it as it flows down through your arms, into your hands, right out through your fingers. Watching all of those worries just flowing right out through your fingertips. Imagining that air flowing down through into your chest, down through into your heart. And I wonder if you can use the power of your mind to slow your heartbeat down just a touch, simply by your breathing, letting your heartbeat slow down just a little so that it's ticking over like some beautifully machine of some sort or another. That's right. Feeling that air flowing down through your back muscles. Feeling it all flowing right down into your stomach and letting your stomach muscles just let go now. Just letting go. Feeling that air catching any tensions that you had in your stomach and letting them just flow down along with the air through your thigh muscles and your knees, down through your shins and calves, and right out through your feet, through the soles of your feet and right out through your toes. That's right. And it might be that your body starts to feel so very relaxed that each breath you breathe out feels as if you're floating down and down. And as you do, it starts to notice how through your closed eyelids there are colours, blues, greens, purples, pinks, reds, and you realise that you're starting to float down through a rainbow, feeling the colours float past you, seeing them through your closed eyelids. And as you're floating through that rainbow, that beautiful, beautiful rainbow, wondering how that rainbow is so much a part of you and all the colours in your life and all the colours that you are. And as you allow that rainbow to flow through every part of your being, you allow yourself to float even deeper down now, floating down until you feel your feet gently touch down on the earth, and you find yourself in the most beautiful field with that rainbow arcing right across it. And right under that rainbow is the most beautiful palace, and the colours flow through, radiating out with the light, and you can hear music. And as you look around the field and you see the flowers and the butterflies, and you realise that everything about this field is all about transformation of life, that throughout our lives we evolve, we flow through the seasons, and we change. And change is part of nature. Change is part of our evolution. and throughout our lives, we are given the opportunities to evolve into a new side of who we are. Evolving into something new doesn't mean that what we were was wrong. And it doesn't mean that what we are evolving into is not true. What we were was absolutely true for us at the time. And what we evolve into, if we truly listen, it will be truly us. A new era, a new chapter. And you realise that as you're standing in that field, you're carrying a backpack, and that backpack seems to feel really heavy. And so you put it down on the grass and you open it up and you look in that backpack. And in that backpack are heavy boulders, rocks. And each one represents something of your past that, well, if you let go of it, if you left it right where you're standing right now, it would mean that that journey down to that beautiful palace under the rainbow would feel so much lighter. And so each rock, as you pick it up, you think about what that rock represents, the fears, the insecurities, or maybe even beliefs that you once thought you were, and now you gather new information. You realise that you can let that belief go. You understand that when that belief was created, you were doing the best you could with the information you had at the time. So any fears, any worries, any beliefs that are no longer valid, no longer necessary as you move forward towards that rainbow. Oh, you can just leave those rocks right where you are. And so one by one you put them down on the ground. And very soon you realise that it really is up to you how many rocks you want to leave behind and how many you are going to continue to carry. And as you start to decide which rocks you're leaving behind and which ones you are continuing along the path with, a little voice in your head tells you that at any other time along that path, if you decide that it's time to leave another rock behind, well, you can absolutely do so. And so you walk down the path towards that beautiful, beautiful palace. And the music's so amazing. It fills your soul with joy. You can feel the energy that is you just dancing in your body. This is truly you. You can step into who you truly are at this moment, fully understanding that who you were was right for you at the time. And who you might be in the future is still an infinite possibility. and that you are free to be absolutely who you be right now, in this beautiful, incredible moment of now. And as you walk through the grass, you notice that before you get to that palace, there seems to be a doorway, and something tells you that it feels important to explore it. And as you open the doorway, you see that it steps you into the doctor's reception room. And you see that one of the boulders you are being asked to leave behind is that fear of needles. And so you look at this boulder that you are holding. It's a bit of a heavy one, and it's going to really weigh you down if you continue to carry it. And then you look at the palace and hear the music, just the lights radiating out from the windows, and the colours from the rainbow shining down. And you wonder why you would want to carry this heavy boulder down towards what you can only assume is a beautiful party. And so you take another look into that doctor's reception room, and you realise that maybe the answer lies here. And so you walk in, and as you sit in the doctor's reception room and you think about all of the beautiful, amazing things in your life, and you think about one specific thing in your life right now that brings you just real joy, that feeling of excitement, and maybe that feeling of new, fresh beginnings just there on the horizon. And as you think about those things, you catch that feeling in your hand, and you close one of your hands, just catching the finger and the thumb together. And as you do, you can feel that amazing excitement, that amazing feeling of feeling so good. And then you let your hand relax, and you find that that feeling is still here, still catching. And just to test it again, you press your finger and your thumb together, and again that wonderful feeling really good, with that hint of excitement. And then you release your finger and thumb, and again you're still feeling that calmness, that confidence. Soon your name is called and you walk into the nurse's room. And you know that this is a part of your past that, well, if you let go of this boulder, if you left that rock on the hillside, you think about all the amazing things that you could do in life. And so the nurse says to you, we're just going to give you a little injection. And you think about just pressing your finger and your thumb together. And as you do, you count down from 5 down to 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And you realise that the injection's happened. And you didn't even really notice because you were pressing your thumb and your finger together and you were thinking of that castle and that rainbow. You were thinking of the music and how music makes your energy dance. And you wonder how incredible it is that we all have the potential to release those fears just like rocks in the field. And with the injection done, you walk out of the room. And as you walk out of the room, you find yourself in that beautiful field, walking towards that incredible, incredible place. The future. Your future. It's going to be amazing. And as you walk towards that rainbow and the music, you realise that who you are right now is absolutely who you are meant to be. That your life evolves just like the seasons and the field, just like the sun and the rain and the rainbows. That you are part of this amazing, incredible, awe-inspiring force of life. And when you think about that and you press your thumb and your finger together, it doesn't matter which finger, whichever one feels right to you. The minute you press your thumb and your finger together, you'll remember to count down from 5 down to 0, and as you do, you think about the field, and the flowers, and the butterflies, and the rainbow, and the music, and the very essence of you. Now I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I get to 5, you'll be able to open your eyes feeling wide awake and really good. And the more you listen to this recording, the more you practice just pressing your finger and your thumb together, the more you'll know that you absolutely have the power to evolve and change and grow and step into that amazing, incredible future that is you. 1. Knowing everything that's been said today has gone deep into the subconscious and will remain there. 2. Your worries will be let go of in your sleep and you'll wake up each morning feeling wide awake and really good. 3. Take a really nice big deep breath in now. That's it. 4. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And 5. Open your eyes. Wide awake, feeling really good.